It's a Scottish Cup final on Saturday, and Inverness are preparing to head down to Hampden to take on the Premiership champions Celtic. They look to bring home their second Scottish Cup in under 8 years, and PLZ Soccer will be bringing you this preview ahead of the big game.
We're going to need a bit of luck, and we're going to need top-notch performances from our players. Going to need my goalkeeper to have a good day. But factually, when I was at Queen of the South, when we played Rangers in the Scottish Cup final, we were 2-0 down at half-time. This competition is all about miracles, and they do happen. So we're going there with the mindset we can win the game.
With Inverness missing out on the playoffs, it also means that they haven't had a competitive game of football in over a month now. Will that make a huge difference against Celtic? Well, we'll only know on Saturday, but Billy Dodds has been keeping his side fit with warm-up games against semi-professional sides over in Ireland.
Because of that time off that we were talking about, that I've had plenty of time to think as well, and think about how I'm going to try and nullify Celtic, because they're going to have a lot of the ball. We've got to be realistic, but also try and be a threat as well. So I've got to try and get that balance. I've had plenty of time to think. I've got an idea of my team, yes, but you can never name it until the week's over, because you can pick up an injury or two.
Inverness head into Saturday's final as the heavy underdogs. Odds of up to 17-1 are being given out by the bookies, but will Billy Dodds' side overcome the odds and bring home that famous Scottish Cup trophy?
I don't want to go to Hampden and sit there in the shape and hope for a fluke over 90 minutes or longer, and I'm sat back and we've defended on our own line. Celtic might force you back for long periods, yes. I want to try and be a threat as well. So that's the kind of things we've been working on. But we know it's going to be difficult. We know the machine that we're facing. But is it doable? Percentage-wise, not very high, but is it doable? Absolutely.
Celtic are now heading towards their first domestic treble with Ange Postecoglou at the helm, and despite going up against Inverness from the Championship, the Aussie maintains his side have to be at their very best come this weekend.
We're expecting a tough one, I watched the semi-final. It was a good game. Really good football played, and at that time, they were going really well. Unfortunately, they just missed out on the playoffs. But there's no doubt Billy Dodds will have them, primed and very motivated to, they've got a chance to create some, real story for themselves, and we've got to be at our best to make sure it doesn't happen.
If Celtic do get their hands on the Scottish Cup this weekend, they will hold the world record for most domestic trebles won by any club in world football, something that the Glasgow side will be happy to add to their list of honours.
As I said, it's quite extraordinary when you think the amount of, having a quadruple treble sort of in one space in time. You might see it over a 30 or 40 year span, but to see it in such a short space of time, and our opportunity to bring another one there is, it is incredible. It's just, astounding the success the club's had, but we've got to do it, that's the main thing.
PLZ Soccer will be giving you live updates on Saturday from Hampden. Kick-off is at 5:30.